How you doing? I'm Matthew Brarden from Gengras Chevrolet here in East Hartford, Connecticut on the Connecticut Boulevard. I want to introduce you to our new pre-owned Chevy certified 2011 Synergy Green Camaro. It's a 2SS Camaro with the RS package. And the nice thing about this, Synergy Green is a limited production vehicle for 2011. What it is, there was only 200 of them made in this model. So the color is very, very special to the vehicle. It is a V8, 426 horsepower, 6-speed manual transmission with a black leather interior, with the Boston acoustic sound system, so you're going to get a great sound out of these speakers. As you can see, you do have a power driver's seat with lots and lots of leg room, so even you tall guys can drive into the sports car. You have a seat inside this bad boy. You have a leather-wrapped steering wheel with radio controls and Bluetooth, and you have your cruise control on the left-hand side. As you can see, your parking brake's right in the center, very accessible. You have 2 cup holders with a center console. And in here you have a USB port for an iPod. And you also have an outlet here, a 12-volt outlet for any car chargers. In the center you have a 4-gauge cluster, which is standard with the 2SS package. You have traction control and stability control in the center. You can also shut that off so you can drive the car very aggressively. You can do some burnouts. And then you also have another 12-volt outlet right here. All your heating and your radio controls are very easy used in the center of the vehicle. You have a single CD slot, and here's your fan speeds and your heating and air conditioning unit. On the center of the vehicle, you do have a driver information center. So what that's going to do is you can scroll through. Oops, start her up. You can scroll through and you can do your average economies, your vehicle speeds. You do have navigation through your OnStar. Your miles per hour is digital, your trip counters, and your fuel range left to the tank. If you scroll through, you have vehicle information, which gives you units, tire pressures, oil life monitoring system. The car is going to let you know when the oil does need to be changed, and your temperature for your coolant. And as you can see, this vehicle only has 1,585 miles on it, so it's practically brand new. Now the nice thing about this vehicle being GM certified is you're going to get the remainder of a 3-year, 36,000 mile bumper-to-bumper coverage through General Motors. Once that bumper-to-bumper is up, you're going to get an additional 12,000 miles or 12 months, whichever comes first, bumper-to-bumper. You also will get the remainder of a 5-year, 100,000 mile powertrain warranty. So that's going to cover your engine, your transmission, and your drivetrain. And exclusive to General Motors is you're going to get a 2-year or 30,000 mile maintenance free. So that's going to give you tire rotations and oil changes for the first 2 years you have the vehicle. So for the first 2 years, you're virtually just going to put gas in this guy and you're going to go. It's going to go through a 118-point inspection. So everything on the vehicle is going to be gone through before you pick it up. You got 4-wheel disc brakes by Brembo. As you can see, you do have standard 20-inch wheels on the 2SS. With the midnight painted finish, which is part of the RS package. Now a lot of people want to know, hey, what's the difference between the RS and the non-RS package? Well, the big thing you can tell in the front of the vehicle is you're going to get HID halo lights. So these are LED-based lights, high projection beams. You're also going to get the red badging. So if you see the red badge, that means you're getting an RS. If it's white, it's a standard package. But we have a red badge here. In the back of the vehicle, taillights are going to be slightly darker on the lower half of them than the standard SS package. So you're going to get a little bit darker taillights, and once again you see that red badging that signifies that it has the RS package. And the best part of it, of the RS, which you'll also notice on the top of the vehicle, is the strip up top. And any other vehicle is going to be black, but since it's an RS package, it's going to be the color of the vehicle. So it gives it a nice finish, showing that the whole top is the same color instead of having a black line running down it. On the passenger side, you do have a power recline and a manual forward and back. The best thing about having the manual forward and back is that it's quite easier to get somebody in the back of the vehicle quickly. You do have a handle in the back side, which will allow convenience to the back. Now, it is a 2-seater in the rear and 2 in the front bucket, so it is a 4-passenger. The back seats do fold down flat, so in case you got your golf clubs or you got some lumber from Home Depot, you can fit it in here. Under the hood, you have your V8 engine, 426 horsepower. Got your air intake. Now, as you can see, you do have a jump post for the battery. Now, the battery is in the trunk of the vehicle. If you ever need to charge or jump somebody, you use this jump station right here. And the reason why the battery's in the trunk is that it is a lot easier to keep it out of the elements being in the trunk of the vehicle instead of underneath the hood, so your battery will last longer. As you can see, you have a hydraulic pump arm, so you don't have to worry about lifting up that arm and hanging it up here. It's going to automatically stay up for you, so it makes it very easy to work underneath the hood. And also we have the white stripe package, which is also an option from General Motors. So you have these on the hood and on the tail of the vehicle. One last thing before we go, I want to show you the trunk of the vehicle. Has an easy release on the key fob. We are using switchblade key fobs now in General Motors for a lot of our vehicles. So the key fob and the key is all in one unit with the locks and unlocks and your trunk pop. And as you can see, you have a decent sized trunk. It goes wider inside, so if you do have those golf clubs or the stroller, you can lay it down nice and easy. And like I said, the back seat does fold flat, so if you need to pass anything through, it's very easy to do so. One last, the rear bumper does have backup sensors. So when you're backing up into a parking space, it makes it quite easy to know how close you're getting to an object before you hit it. So these are a very good addition to the 2011s of the Camaro. This vehicle won't last long, being a special edition, only being 1,500 miles and GM certified. So once you come on down to Gengras Chevrolet, come see myself, Matt Brarden, I can help you out. Have a great day.